Joshua 14. These are the inheritances in the land of Canaan, distributed to the Israelites by Eleazar the priest. Joshua, son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of their tribes. Their inheritance was by lot, as the Lord commanded Moses. For the 9½ tribes. For Moses had given an inheritance to the 2½ tribes beyond the Jordan, but to the Levites he gave no inheritance among them. For the people of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim, and no part was given in the land to the Levites except the cities in which to live with their pasture land for their livestock and for their possessions. As the Lord commanded Moses, so the Israelites did, as they divided the land. Then the people of Judah came to Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, said to him, "You know what the Lord said to Moses, the man of God, concerning me and you in Kadesh Barnea. 40 years old was I when Moses, the servant of the Lord, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to scout out the land. And I brought him a report as it was in my heart. But my brethren who went up with me made the heart of the people melt. Yet I wholly followed the Lord my God. And Moses swore on that day, surely the land on which your feet have walked shall be an inheritance to you and your children always, because you have wholly followed the Lord my God." And now, behold, the Lord has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years since the Lord spoke this word to Moses. While the Israelites wandered in the wilderness, and now, behold, I am this day 85 years old, yet I am as strong today as I was the day Moses sent me, as my strength was then, so is my strength now for war and to go out and to come in. So now give me this hill country of which the Lord spoke that day. For you heard then how the giant like Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. If the Lord will be with me, I shall drive them out, just as the Lord said. Then Joshua blessed him and gave Hebron to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, for an inheritance. So Hebron became the inheritance of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, to this day, because he wholly followed the Lord, the God of Israel. The name of Hebron before was Kiriath Arba, city of Arba. This Arba was the greatest of the Anakim, and the land had rest from war. Hi, precious Leo, brother. Thank you so much for. I think I replied late again. mean? I can't read for other. Are you a word hero? Um, Sorry, I don't understand what you mean exactly, but thank you. I'll keep reading the next chapter. Joshua 15. The lad for the tribe of Judah, according to its families, reached southward to the boundary of Edom, to the wilderness of Sin at its most southern part, and their south boundary was from the end of the Salt Dead Sea, from the bay that faces southward. It went out south of the ascent of Akrabim, passed along to Sin, and went up south of Kadesh Barnea, along by Hezron, up to Adar, and turned about to Karka. Passed along to Asma, went out by the brook of Egypt, and ended at the sea. This was their southern frontier. The eastern boundary was the Salt Dead Sea, as far as the mouth of the Jordan. The northern boundary was from the Bay of the Sea at the mouth of the Jordan, and the boundary went up to Beth Hogla and passed along north of Beth Araba, and it went up to the landmark stone of Bohan, son of Reuben. And the boundary went up to Debor from the valley of Achor, and so northward, turning toward Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent to Adumim on the south side of the valley, and it passed on to the waters of En Shemesh and ended at En Rogel. Then the boundary went up by the valley of Ben Hinnom, son of Hinnom, at the southern shoulder of the Jebusite city, that is Jerusalem, and the boundary went up to the top of the mountain that lies before the valley of Hinnom on the west, at the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. Then the boundary extended from the top of the mountain to the of the waters of Nephtoah, and went up to the cities of Mount Ephron. Then it bent around to Bala, that is Kiriath Jearim, and the boundary went around west of Bala to Mount Seir, passed along to the northern side of Mount Jearim, which is Kesalon, went down to Beth Shemesh, and then passed on by Timnah. And the boundary went out to the shoulder of the hill north of Ekron. Then bent around to Shekharan and passed along to Mount Bala and went out to Jabneel. Then the boundary ended at the sea. And the west boundary was the Great Sea with its coastline. This is the boundary round about the people of Judah according to their families. And to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Joshua gave a part among the people of Judah as the Lord commanded him. It was Kiriath Arba, which is Hebron, named for Arba, the father of Anak. And Caleb drove from there the 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the descendant of Anak. He went up from there against the people of Debir. Debir was formerly named Kiriath Sefer. Caleb said, "He who smites Kiriath Sefer and takes it, to him will I give Achsah, my daughter, his wife." And Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's brother, took it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, his wife. When Achsah came to Othniel, she got his consent to ask her father for a field. Then she returned to Caleb, and when she lighted off her donkey, Caleb said, "What do you wish?" Achsah answered, "Give me a present, since you have set me in the dry Negev. Give me also springs of water." And he gave her the sloping field with upper and lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Judah according to their families. The cities of the tribe of Judah in the extreme south toward the boundary of Edom were Kabzeel, Eder, Zagar, Kina, Dimona, Adada, Kadesh, Hajar, Ithnan, Ziv, Telem, Bealoth, Hajar, Hadattah, Kerioth, Hezron, Hajar, Amam, Shema, Molada, Hazar, Gada, Hashma, Beth, Pelet, Hazel, Shaw, Beersheba, Bizuthia, Bala, Lim, Hesam, El Tolad, Kesil, Horma, Ziklag, Madmana, Sansana, Libauth, Shulim, Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities were 29, later 36, with their villages. In the lowland, Ashtal, Jura, Ashna, Zanoah, Enganim, Tapua, Enam, Jarmuth, Adullam, Soko, Azekah, Sharaim, Adithaim, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, Hadashah, Migdal Ged, Dilian, Mizpah, Joktheel, Lachish, Bozkath, Eglon, Kabon, Lamas, Kitlish, Gederoth, Beth-dagon, Nama, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, Ether, Ashan, Iftah, Ashina, Nezib, Keilah, Akzib, and Maresha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron, with its towns and villages, from Ekron to the sea. All that lay beside Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod with its towns and its villages. Gaza with its towns and its villages. As far as the brook of Egypt and the great Mediterranean Sea with its coastline. In the hill country, Shamir, Jatir, Soko, Dena, Kiryasena, that is Dibur, Anab, Ashtemo, Anim, Goshen, Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, Duma, Eshan, Janim, Beth Tapua, Aveka, Humta, Kiryath Arba, that is Hebron, and Zir, 9 cities with their villages. Mount Carmel, Ziph, Judah, Zezreel, Joktim, Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages: Halhul, Beth Jur, Gedor, Marath, Bethanoth, and Eltekon. 6 cities with their villages: Kiryat Baal, that is, Kiryat Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Midian, Sekaka, Nibshan, the city of salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. But the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the people of Judah, could not drive out. So the Jebusites dwell with the people of Judah at Jerusalem to this day. Hi, cherries. Hello, 6630. Are you okay? pray for you, precious Cherries. Hello, and thank you so much for sharing this precious time together. May God's peace, love, and blessings be with you always. Wishing you a peaceful, blessed